Gifty will be back in 10 minutes. For now, though, thank you for staying with us on the Pulse Turn Out for Sport. And about 3 weeks ago, we had a discussion on my late night show, The Football Show, about the Center 14 Sports and Entertainment group who are giving young boys an opportunity. Last December, there was a tournament here in Ghana that featured former Real Madrid star Michel Salgado. He was here to help in talent spotting and also to help the teams prepare for what should be a global tournament that will take place in Dubai. That will be from the 22nd till the 24th. That's just around the corner. And the tournament that was held in Ghana was won by the Lizzy Sports Academy. They'll be representing the country and the preparations have already started. In studio with me is William Alexander Coleman, the Director of Operations and Social Projects for Center 14 Sports and Entertainment. Thank you for your time.
William? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, the last time we had him on Skype, this time he's here physically. So we can have a bit more discussion on what's going on. I mean, so we know that on the 2nd and 3rd December, this tournament took place here in Accra, featuring countries from here and teams from here and there. Give us an overview of how that went for those who couldn't watch that interview we had a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, thank you. Actually, it was 7 teams from Ghana. It was an 8-team tournament, but Michel Salgado brought his team from Dubai to take part. So 7 teams from Ghana, placed in 2 groups of 4. We had Lizzy Academy, we had Dansuman Barcelona, Next Generation Talent Academy, and other teams which took part. And basically, it was won by Lizzy Sports Academy after a very tough competition. It was the semi-finals and finals were keenly contested. And at the end of the day, basically the best team won, and that was Lizzy Sports Academy. So they will be representing Ghana in Dubai next week.
Right. So these are what age groups?
This is under 13.
Under 13.
Yeah.
So this is, they have now qualified for what is essentially an under 13 World Cup sort of thing.
An under 13 Club World Cup.
Club World Cup sort of thing. Right. The interesting thing about things like this, and that's William on your screen there, you know, giving a pep talk and giving an introduction really about why this is important. So how difficult is it to organize things like this?
It's difficult because, first of all, it's something new. You know, people are used to watching the senior national team, maybe under 20s, but not below under 17. So when you're talking about kids, people think it's like, why would you want to do kids? Besides, they're too young. You know, people ask questions like, when it comes to even selling them or stuff, you know, how do you manage it? But we're not doing it because you want to sell players. We're doing it to nurture them so we get more talent, which we can feed into the under 17 teams and graduate them up until the Black Stars. It's more about doing it for the country. It's more about getting us to be more competitive. I mean, we've been in, I think, 8 finals in the past 9 years. I mean, across
you know, from Black Stars, all competitions.
All competitions, and we've only won 1, which was last year in the Wafu Cup. I mean, so there's a problem. So I think that if you start nurturing them from like a really young age, it gives them that mentality to fight harder, and you know, when we get and not choke when it matters the most. Right. I think that's all part of the reason why we're doing what we do.
Okay, so the thing is, the other thing, there's so many kids right now. Football has become a big deal. I mean, you have parents even asking, and I'm being nice here, and sometimes outright forcing their kids to go into football, join academies, and so on and so forth. From your point of view, what would you say should be the advice? Because there are so many unscrupulous people running all kinds of academies here. How do you get ventures like yours that are good, well-intentioned, and you can tell parents that this is the way to go?
Well, I don't know how we could get them to, you know, but basically, people like us do exist. People like us do exist, and we are well-intentioned. We want to make sure that kids have the best education, they get the best training, and the best offers if they should come. I think that, you know, the time has come for people like us to take the bull by the horn. I mean, if we don't do it, who else will do it, you know? So when it comes to the under 13s, I hope that we've taken the lead in showing people that there's a market for it, and it can be done. It can be done, and that we should get more of such organizations to organize such things. I think that it's doable.
So the Lizzy Sports Academy and the team that has qualified, how are they chosen? Do they just walk in and say, "Oh, I want to be part of the academy"? Does Lizzy Sports Academy go around taking the talents? How does it work?
Well, I think they have two streams, if I should put it that way. There's the paid one where people come and then they pay and to play. But then they have one, which is their foundation team, which is who we're taking to Dubai, where they pick talent and they pay for them to be on the team. So that for them it's free, but they are really, really good. And I think they have a really good scouting network, because as at the last time I spoke to them, they have never actually lost a competitive game before. Any tournament they enter, they win. They won the Gothia Cup. They won the Ghana edition.
They Gothia Cup a couple of times.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. And they won the Ghana edition of the Dubai Intercontinental Cup. And so I'm actually pretty confident that when they go to Dubai, they maintain the streak and we come back home with the trophy.
It's always difficult at this level, under 13s, to work with youth, to try and put monies together, because like you said, people don't yet see the advantages from a commercial point of view, because at least until the age of about 17, 18, you don't see the monetary value.
Right.
There has to be a challenge. There have to be challenges. What are they for you?
Oh, the challenges have been monetary. It's been hell trying to raise money for this. It has put us in a bit of a deep hole. But like I said, we are doing this for Ghana, and we hope that eventually people will see the commercial value in it. We took this also as a challenge, because we wanted to like find ways, cheaper ways and smaller ways of trying to market Ghana. If you look at a country like Qatar like this, right now, it's a sport that they're using to market themselves. They're using sports as the way to, you know, show the world who they are and stuff like that. So I think that for us to develop our sports, we need to get our companies to understand that there are huge ROIs, and there are people like us who can help give value to their brands if they associate with sports. So we'll go ahead with this one. We come back, but then there's always next year, and we hope that we will get some support. Okay,
so this year, when the under 13 team of Lizzy Sports Academy go to Dubai and you come back, is that the only event that Center 14 has?
No, we have a few programs lined up. When we come back, we have a few community sports programs that we do. We don't just do football, by the way. We are into development of sports in general. And we have some other stuff. We even want to do some seminars on sports management education, because there's a lot that comes with, you know, the education, and it breeds people like us, and we need more people. I keep on saying, I write some stuff sometimes, and I keep on telling people that the space is wide open. We don't even need to compete with each other. I mean,
collaboration.
We can collaborate, and we'll make our sports better, and we improve the general economy, and we also improve our own personal economies.
Together we achieve more.
Exactly.
Right. So that's Michel Salgado, ex-Real Madrid. You could see in your shorts there, and this team that he came with from Dubai to take part in the tournament. Eventually they didn't win, so yeah. It was a host and win for...
That's his son, actually.
Oh, that's his son?
Yeah.
That's great. So a good series of tournaments at the Lizzy Sports Complex. That was last December, the beginning of last December. That was a Farmers' Day weekend.
Yes, the Farmers' Day weekend.
So, to wrap up, Willem, many thanks for your time, and we wish your team all the best. I mean, you are going there to rep Ghana, so when we see them, we won't call them Lizzy Sports Academy, we'll call them Ghana.
I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, sure.
We're in the same group as FC Barcelona.
Oh, you are.
We're in the same group as FC Barcelona.
Right.
So.
And we understand that Michel Salgado had, you know, there's a story about him meeting a young boy at random and picking the boy. What's
yes,
about?
Actually, after the Ghana tournament had ended, the organizers minus myself and the Dubai contingent had a knockabout, and one of the goalkeepers got injured. So there was this kid who was just walking around, who happened to be a goalkeeper, and asked if he could have an opportunity to play in goal. So like, okay, fine, go in. And after 20 minutes, Michel Salgado was so impressed with what he saw that he wanted him to be a part of his team in Dubai. So as we speak, tomorrow evening, he's heading to Dubai to take part in the Dubai Intercontinental Cup as the goalkeeper for the Spanish soccer schools. So
let me get this straight. I mean, on the 2nd of December in the morning, the guy woke up and...
No, 3rd December, after everything was done.
After everything, right. On the 3rd of December, he just woke up one morning. He was an ordinary guy. By the end of the day, he was going to Dubai. He was on his way to Dubai.
Exactly.
And he'll be moving this weekend. So
exactly.
Call it grace. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Willem.
Thank you so much.
Also great that the tournament happened. I can tell you why the boy was chosen on the 3rd of December though. But
I think I know the reason too.
It's my birthday and good things happen on my birthday. So yeah, that's why the boy was chosen. Anyway, we'll be back with the sport this evening to bring you updates of what's happening this weekend. And as usual, I'll give you a rundown of the events that you should be looking out for this sporting weekend. I'm Gary Al Smith.